Yo, so for today, I wanted to make a video about why I stopped watching the news. Probably like 3, 4, maybe like 5 years ago. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the news. Um, Granted, if you watch the news now, it's all about Corona. It's all about everyone's dying. Everyone's gonna die. The world's ending. Blah blah blah. Right? So I'm not even gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about pretty much the main reason I don't watch the news, and I'm still not watching the news. Right? Um, Everything they say is negative or biased, right? Everything they try to sway your mind, sway you into a certain way of thinking. I don't like that. And you, even though you might not agree with what they say, you still, by hearing that message over and over again, it kind of hits you. So if that makes sense. It would, every time after I'd watch the news, even now if I watch the news, you get mad, you get angry, you get like paranoid, it just, everything they do to scare you, right? Because think about it this way, like a prime example, I was watching on Netflix, there's a show about like bad drug dealers, right? There's a bunch of them. And you watch those are exciting, right? And then there's this other show about like this good person trying, I don't know, they were doing good, right? And that was not nearly as entertaining as the drug dealers doing illegal stuff, right? So that kind of goes along with what the news does, right? Think of the news, it's like a business, right? If you were always playing positive things, no one would watch you. That would not be exciting. People would maybe like watch a story about some kittens or puppies or whatever, but they wouldn't watch all good stuff, right? Because that would just be so boring, right? So as a business, right, if you don't know that the news and like all the channels are a business, then you need to look into that and then come back and kind of think about reevaluate your life. But they're a business, right? So they need to get your attention. For you to get your attention, they'll get your attention by, not really by, these are just like stronger words, so I don't think they're as strong, but like fear, scare. Do you notice every time when they're about to like say something, be like, oh, but after this commercial break, we'll get into this, right? And what's in that commercial break? That's where the business part comes in. All that stuff, they make their money off of ad revenue, right? That's how they have all the reporters. That's how they come up with all the stories, all their news vans, right? They make all that stuff off of the commercials they sell, right? So it wouldn't be a very good business model having a positivity channel with all the good things in the world, right? So I just think that the news causes panic and scares people. Like, I'm not panicking. Like, it's all good. Just don't be a dirty human being. If you're sick, stay home. Like, just follow the rules that the doctors are telling you to do. You know, wash your damn hands. Don't fucking cover your mouth when you cough. Like, what's so hard about that? Don't go out in public if you don't have to. Like, there's no reason why the stock market is dumping, right? There's no reason why we should kill our entire economy over a virus. Yeah, it's bad and it spreads and all that stuff. I get it. It's bad. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't think we should be acting this emotional. But obviously people are, because people are emotional and they act off of emotion, not off of, common sense. But that's kind of how I feel about the news. I hate the news. I don't ever watch it. It's terrible. If I really need to figure something out, I'll go to Google, do a little search on what I want to look up, and I'll get it. And I can read 2 or 3 different things, and then I'm up to date. But half the time, it doesn't even matter, right? In a few months, all this will be behind us, and there's probably some other crazy thing that's going to be happening. But my challenge to you and to anyone else that you know that watches the news is don't watch the news for one day and see how much better you feel about being a human and about humanity and everything else. And then don't watch the news for like 2 days. and then go to 3 days, then 4 days, and then a week. And then you'll be like, oh wow, yeah, people are nice. There's, not everyone's trying to kill me. And, you'll kind of realize that the world is not as bad of a place as the news makes it out to be. So that's today's video, and do the challenge. I think it'll help you a lot.